How are you feeling?
Hell of a lot better than I did a week ago. I have no pain. I'm out walking now, getting back to work. Feel good.
Senator Bernie Sanders told us that recently he'd found himself more fatigued and not as focused as usual. He'd had a checkup just 2 weeks ago, but last Tuesday he knew he was in trouble.
Give me a chair up here for a moment. Let me sit down here. You know, somebody said, do you want to do selfies? And I said, my God, do I not want to do selfies? Let me get the hell out of here.
He went to an urgent care center.
They did a few tests, and the doctor there said, she said, you're having a heart event. And it just struck me. I could not believe it.
Did she tell you you were having a heart attack?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Sanders' wife Jane in Vermont, the campaign was in constant communication.
Honestly, I didn't think about the campaign at all. I thought about Bernie.
Sanders was rushed to a hospital where 2 stents were inserted in an artery. But a full account of his condition was not made public for several days.
It felt from a public perspective that there was an absence of transparency.
No, I don't accept that. No, I think that's a media thing. You know, I think that, you know, to try to understand what in fact is going on, I think we did it appropriately. We did it as quickly as we could. No apologies.
And no quitting.
What should people think?
People should think that I had a procedure which hundreds of thousands of people a year have. People should think that according to the doctors, I'm on the way to a full recovery.
So you will go to the debate?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
3 hours standing?
Yeah.
Did your cardiologist say,
No.
Not an issue?
Not an issue.
He vowed today to resume a vigorous campaign.
Age, heart attack, do you think that hurts your electability?
Look, I think the voter looks at 1,000 different factors.
And if his health is an issue, he said voters will decide. Harry Smith, NBC News, Burlington, Vermont.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.